And this is 36, the podcast. Podcast. 36, the podcast. And this is 36, the podcast.
What's up, Fairbanks? What's up, Fairbanks North Star Borough? My name is Tilden,
I'm Jeff.
I'm Mindy.
and this is 36 the Podcast. Welcome back to 36 the Podcast, where we sit down with the people who build, create, and live Alaska one story at a time. Today, we're headed to Ester, Alaska to talk craftsmanship, creativity, and a whole lot of grit. Our guest is Lilah Williams. Excuse me, Lilah Williams.
Lilah.
It's Lilah. Our guest is Lilah Williams, owner and creative force behind the Barren Co Jeweler. From hand-forged metals to designs inspired by the raw beauty of the interior, Lilah's work reflects the place she calls home. So, grab your 36 ounces, settle in, and join us for a conversation about art, business, and carving out something meaningful in the last frontier. Lilah Williams, welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us on this cold, negative, what is it? Is it negative 40 today?
It is. Yeah, it was negative 48 too in my car.
Okay, so yes, you guys heard that right. It's negative 42 here today, and so we're out here at Hoodoo Brewery doing what we do best.
But the upshot is I get to wear the Carhartts.
Yes, exactly. And so, before we go any further, yes, Brandon, he's still doing the hockey dad stuff. He's actually right over there, but they're in between games right now, so he brought some of the visiting team, parents and coaches to Hoodoo to sample some Hoodoo beer. But in his place, we have the one and only, the newly elected mayor of Fairbanks, Alaska, Madam Mayor Mindy O'Neill. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
All
Other
right.
than just being a little chilly. I'm really good.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a guest host with us today. This
course.
is
My
some
pleasure.
good stuff.
It's my pleasure. I love it.
All righty. But before we get into the meat and potatoes, as we do always before we start off our interview, we're going to do a little taste test, and we're going to check out today's cask from Bobby and the creative guys in the back. And today's cask is going to be a stout conditioned on navel orange zest and cocoa powder. So everybody grab a sample. Well, I'm sorry, because I don't think Madam Mayor, are you indulging today?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, all right then. So we're all going to take a little sample, and we're going to tell you what we think about today's cask.
That's yummy. I like that.
I'm not usually an orange fan.
No,
but
not normally.
This isn't coming through as really, really orange citrusy. It's nice.
It kind of reminds me of like those candy oranges you get on Christmas.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It's super good. I
And
like
the
that.
coconut just adds a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what hits me first is the orange zest hits me first, and
Yeah.
then as you go on, I get that cocoa. So
Is it cocoa or coconut?
cocoa,
coconut?
cocoa
cocoa.
powder.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, it's just. I guess it's like a wine. If you think about
Yes.
what's in here, then you can smell it or taste it.
Yeah. So it's a cocoa powder, but yeah. So I think that this is it's a good pour. So I'm not really a stout person, but I mean, I can see myself sipping on this.
I like a good stout on Sunday mornings.
Yeah, I love a stout, especially in like when it's super
When it's
cold out like
cold.
this. I
Yeah.
love a stout.
Just like a warm hug.
Yeah, exactly. It's like putting on nice cashmere or something.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, well, once again, kudos to Bobby and the mad scientist in the back. We've got another good cast today. So by the time you guys watch this episode, we will be long gone and the cast will be dry. But hopefully, you got a chance to come out on January 3rd to Hoodoo Brewery and taste for yourself. And, tell us what you think if you are watching this podcast and you have some input into today's pour. So, on that note, Lilah,
Yes, sir.
are you ready?
I am.
Okay, so let's start off with the first question for you. Okay, so for those that haven't yet been to Ester, Alaska, how would you describe the Barren Co Jewelry and what makes it unique?
So I guess it's kind of like a two-part question, right? Of
Yes.
describing out Ester. For me, Ester feels a lot like home.
Okay.
I grew up in Seattle, so I was always surrounded by lots and lots of trees. I mean, predominantly they're evergreen. Out there, it's mostly spruce, but they're still like large and over you, and you're just out in nature, and you can see like the mountains when the sun's rising in the morning or when the sun's setting, and it's so deeply like awe-inspiring to me.
Okay.
That directly impacts my work, because how can you not have that when you're living somewhere like that? That's just so beautiful and just takes away your breath at every moment or every single turn down the road, like
Yeah.
how can you not have that? And then I guess if I were to like describe my business, kind of what you have to go off of is like the principles of like why I created it from the start was accessibility, sustainability, and ethics.
Okay.
I wanted to go ahead and make beautiful pieces for people, but still have it be able to be affordable, which is a little bit difficult right now with the metals market being so high.
Right.
But like all of my stones, they're either inspired by something in Alaska. So like if I can find like a jasper, it looks like a mountain range.
Right.
I'm going to work with that.
Right.
But then it's also working with the lapidary artists and the people who are mining it and knowing and being able to assure 100% that everything is ethical.
Okay.
That's the core basis of my business.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Good deal.
So, what first drew you into jewelry design and making jewelry?
So it actually was a fluke. I came up here in 2013 to play college volleyball and get a degree in wildlife biology, which I did end up doing. But I was trying to take a photography class as my elective, and it ended up not working out with our schedule for that season, and I got stuck taking a metalsmithing 101 class. I had no interest.
Oh, wow.
Went in with a bad attitude, not super excited about it, had never really worked in any sort of like art medium or anything like that. Like I did a lot of art growing up. My mom's an artist, but she's a potter. So I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about this, but I'll take it. It's one semester, whatever. Pretty much by the end of that class, I was like, oh, this is going to be a fun semester.
Yeah.
By the end of that semester, I added it as a second degree.
Oh, wow.
So I literally fell into it just per luck, per God, per the universe, however you want to say it. Like,
Okay. Now, so what was
Yeah.
so what was the change of heart?
I think I found a medium that I was able to combine like my love of knowledge with like science, right? Because you're working so much with like stones and like geology basis and stuff like that, especially within the metals. But I was also able to like express creativity in a way that's not like drawing or painting or like the traditional fine art mediums.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good deal. Good deal.
Why did you name it Barren?
So the Barren Co is actually named after the Barren Grounds caribou. So it's a third iteration of the business name because I started it in 2016. But it's been the Barren Co since 2018. But it's named after the Barren Grounds caribou, which was what I studied in wildlife biology.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's a little
Okay.
homage to that.
And are they regional to this area?
Yeah,
or where
so they're all up north. Yeah.
Oh.
And
Okay.
it's also like an overarching name kind of for caribou here in the state. But it's like predominant like the porcupine herd is part of that as well.
And does that inspire some of your design?
Oh, deeply.
Okay.
Pretty much everything, yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So, okay, so you put a lot of thought into the name
yeah.
because earlier, so prior to us starting the interview, we were doing a little backstory, a little back talk, and so you're actually from Seattle.
Yeah.
So being from Seattle, I mean, did you? So you learned about the Barren
Yep.
during your tenure at UAF.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So I like,
all right.
I've always kind of like loved caribou, but
Okay.
I mean, I grew up on the coast, like essentially the coast. Like I grew up on the Puget Sound, so
Gotcha.
fell in love with wildlife in general, and then ended up working all through high school at the Seattle Aquarium, which really kickstarted me into wanting to be in science. I originally wanted to go for marine mammalogy, reference to the seal in my salmon earrings today, made by Joshua Mendenhall.
Goodness.
Yep, custom Christmas present. We love it. You can see the seal on my hand. I originally was wanting to do that.
Yeah.
And then it ended up just kind of like taking shape of I fell in love with caribou.
Yeah.
And fell in love with the North. And that was the bigger impact to me, not necessarily just working in like marine mammalogy, marine biology, stuff like that. It just shifted completely.
Yeah. So you've really embraced the whole last frontier
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, dude, it gets in your soul.
Yeah,
Either
yeah,
Alaska's
yeah.
gonna chew you up and spit you out,
Yep.
or you're stuck here for life, even when you try to leave 3 times like I did.
Okay.
It'll
Okay.
still chew you up and spit you out.
1000%.
It's just the
Especially when it's
dumbest of
minus
us just
42.
like keep coming back.
I just can't take the hint.
I know.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
eh.
Yeah.
So let's see. Was there a specific moment when you realized you wanted to turn your passion for jewelry into a business?
Yeah, it's kind of, I guess, a weird answer, but I had another grant get cut because I was living in Montana at the time. So this was first time trying to leave the state. In 2018, moved down to Bozeman area, was working on a mule deer project, had flown up to Fairbanks to come visit friends and stuff right after Thanksgiving, and was already doing jewelry on the side, had a very small little tiny setup, just mostly doing silver working and like brass working in my home, and found out the news right before I got on the plane that the grant got cut. So I
Oh,
was
wow.
jobless,
Yeah.
completely jobless, about to fly back to Montana where my job was. That's why I lived there. And had my iPad and just started drawing a caribou. And I went, this is be a cool logo. Okay, I'm gonna keep drawing this. And then it came out with the Barren Co. So I was working screen printing as well on the side at the time because, lots of jobs have to make money, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you're in science and you're young in science. And turned it into a screen print design, which is applicable to you.
Yep.
Got that done and was like, okay, I was selling apparel, kind of.
Yeah.
Was not really making much money doing that. That was fine. I loved it. But then I was like, all right, I guess I'm going to sell these pieces that I just came out with underneath of this. And they sold literally in an hour. I posted it, sold it in an hour. I think I had maybe 70 followers on my Instagram at that point. I had just made it.
Yeah.
And was like, okay, maybe I can do this. Called my dad, he's a former businessman, was like, hey, can you help me set up like the sole proprietorship? Like, I really think I want to do this.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
why not? Like, I just give it a rip.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah,
I did, and almost like, in a sense, kind of fell into it. So there wasn't really like I'm going to take my passion and create this into a business. It was just kind of like life ended up shaping out that way. And
Got
now,
a necessity.
yeah, now here I am, like almost 7 years later, full-time artist still. It's kind of crazy.
Oh,
Also
wow.
losing
See
a
the
job.
shirt?
Yeah, so this is also my design work is 3 Seasons of Alaska.
It's so good.
You get them on my website or at Northern Whimsy here in town.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very
really
nice.
fun.
Very
That
nice. Oh wait. Oh, whoa. So you own Northern Whimsy?
I do not own Northern Whimsy.
Okay.
No, so I work with them a ton.
Okay,
I teach
okay.
classes there.
Okay.
Andrea's a very, very
Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff in there.
Oh,
yeah, there is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
she kicks butt.
I'll be darned. Small world. Oh, I mean, but Fairbanks is so tight knit anyway. So
Yeah. If we
then
don't know
all of
each
us
other,
that
then
are
you
in
know
the
someone.
same arena, we all kind of sort of know each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The overlap is intense.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the Barren Co has a very distinctive Alaska feel.
Yeah.
So how does Alaska inspire your designs? Which we've already touched on this, but can you elaborate a little bit more?
Yeah. I think it's almost impossible to not have it affect your designs, right? Of like my summer solstice collection of like I want it to like feel like what summer solstice feels like to all of us. So like when I go down to Tucson, I go select my stones at the gem show from like my different vendors I work with. I'm like intentionally looking at this stone and being like, okay, this kind of looks like birch, but this also looks like what the midnight sun looks like hitting through the birch.
Right.
Or something. So everything with that, I try and have a feeling that's been evoked within me from getting here.
Yeah.
And have that translate in my pieces.
Yeah, so everything is intentional.
Very.
And so with it being intentional, even when you're out and about in other states and like you said, searching for stones,
Yeah.
you still wind up seeing what your vision is
Yeah.
for the intention.
Yeah.
Wow.
1,000%.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that whole thing. Like I said earlier, it's like once Alaska's in your soul, you kind of can't get it out. You know, and you see things just from a very different lens.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
I mean, when I lived in Montana, it was like I tried so hard to embrace the feeling of Montana.
Yes. Yes.
And all I could do was have the Alaskan goggles while living in Montana. So yeah, I mean, it literally affects everything right down to like all of the nuggets that I work with on like my nugget stackers, or when I add it as like an applique on different pieces. They're all fully hand panned by me from my gold claim out in Chattanooga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it touches every single area of my business.
Very nice. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Well, I think we kind of touched on this already, but so can you walk us through the creative process for, concept to finished piece?
Yeah, so it's kind of that, like I was talking about with the stones. But a lot of times, like, I'll end up, like, seeing something. Like, one of my favorite designs is the mountain range that I have, which my, like, kind of set. If you go on my website, you can see the mountains. And it's all based off of the brooks, and that was from a hunting trip I had up north. Yes, going after caribou. I love the animal.
You're
though,
so badass.
The meat is so good.
Yeah, you're like, I have
Yeah.
a mining claim. I do art.
Yeah, so it's like I have that mountain range is based off of a photo that I took in 2016 and had just like translated it over into like digitized form, right? Drew it out
Yeah.
into a way that I can actually saw it out and do the hand engravings and stuff on it. And then turn it into a ring. It's kind of every single design is based on a place in Alaska or a memory I have in Alaska, kind of anything within that. Yeah.
So how many different I don't know what the correct terminology is, but okay, so you have a design like
Yeah.
like a ring or whatever else you may make. How many of those do you make, or is it all custom based?
It depends. So I have on my website, there's a couple that are made to orders, and those are the ones you will always find on there 100% of the time. It's the salmon, the mountains, the birch,
Okay.
and then my gold nugget stackers. And
Gotcha.
those are the only consistent pieces. They're always gonna be a little bit different, obviously, because like my hands might be a little bit shakier one day because
Right.
I had more coffee. So there might be
Right.
deeper engravings, you know?
Right.
But those are kind of the only consistent ones. And if I make a piece that is like really, really a one-of-one original, and I've had lots of customers, there's one specific one in my mind right now that they've wanted to have replicated, and it's a no
Yeah.
because it's a custom, and that
Right.
was intentionally created and crafted with this specific person in mind.
Right.
Very intentional.
Okay.
There's also not going to be any other stone like it, you
right.
know?
Right.
So it's like I'm not willing to like make replicas even of my own work.
Oh, okay.
Because I want it to be like 101, you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
So what are all of the things that you sell? You have a sweatshirt. You do
Yeah,
jewelry,
yeah.
you
So I have a
do
couple
art?
different designs of. Oh, I wish.
Yeah.
I'm not a great painter.
Uh-huh.
No, so like I do some apparel every now and again. I kind of just mostly do jewelry nowadays. So it's like bolo ties, necklaces, bracelets, rings, earrings, sometimes body piercing work. I do occasionally also make grills.
Really?
Yeah, that's kind of a fun random one. I don't know.
Wait, you make grills for
Yeah.
people in Alaska?
Yes.
For real?
Yes. They're actually pretty big sellers. I mean, like, you can see my tooth gems.
Yeah.
Alyssa does. I'm like, we all like a little bit of extra flair up here.
Huh.
Little bling.
Yeah, you got
Oh,
to think that.
okay.
It's fun. Why
All
not?
right.
Life is short.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What materials do you love working with the most, and why?
I love working in gold because I live in Alaska and have a gold claim. I definitely, like, metal-wise, I love working in gold by far the most. I think my work tends to translate almost better in gold. I do work in silver a lot because of that accessibility, like the barrier of entry of the cost, like I talked about, which is getting hard with the metals market being so high right now. But I'm trying my hardest with that one by using like a lot of like recycled silver, casting out, making my own like
Yeah.
plates and stuff.
Yeah.
But stone wise, it's probably like I would say opals, honestly.
Yeah.
For stone, which I just think that they carry every single ounce of emotion that Alaska has.
Yeah.
And you can just see it truly like through everything. Like you can physically see the opal changing depending on the humidity in the air here.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like if it's really, really dry out and I have an Ethiopian opal,
Yeah.
it's gonna go like completely like white and like red and blue, almost looks like the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
But then in the summertime, when it's like just rained, it's almost like this kind of watery color, like iridescent watery color.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, or if you like
I had
take a
no
shower
idea.
with it on, it's super cool. Yeah. So like
Oh.
opals, I love labradorites because they literally look straight up like the Northern Lights. It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I like sapphires, are beautiful. I really don't love diamonds, I'll be honest.
Okay. All right.
Which I shouldn't
All
say
right.
They're
as a
not your
jeweler.
best friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't think they're very pretty personally. I don't know.
They're
Yeah.
way
That's just me.
overpriced for the.
Well, yeah, that's De Beers' fault.
Yeah,
Thank you, Tiffany and Co.
yeah, the rarest diamond you're gonna find, or not diamond, the rarest gemstone I want to say is emeralds.
Emeralds or rubies, yeah, Colombian emerald or a ruby. Yeah,
Oh.
or alexandrite.
Oh,
because
even
they're hard to
even
get.
more so than diamonds.
Oh, diamonds are
Bears has
everywhere.
warehouses of diamonds.
Huh.
Yep. Yeah, no, diamonds are literally everywhere and on every single continent. You can find them. Well, I guess
Yeah.
not by Antarctica, but
Okay.
No,
that
there's
way.
a diamond mine in Canada.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you can find them in Montana
I
too.
say down in Arkansas, they got
Yep,
'em.
Arkansas has them. Yeah, parts of Nevada have had them too.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so jewelry can hold a deep emotional meaning, right? And I'm sure you've been approached or commissioned to create, one of a kind special pieces. So, do you have a favorite story behind the custom piece that you created?
I do. It's actually two pieces. So two very dear friends of mine approached me. Well, her fiance, now husband, approached me kind of this time last year and said, "Hey, I got this calcite. I found it when I was about 6 or 7. Pardon me if that's not the correct age. I believe he said about 6 or 7, out at a mine in Montana. And he found it as a child. Said, I'm going to use this for my future wife."
Yeah.
The problem with calcite is it's very soft, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that took a lot of stabilization. I had to hand cut it myself on my lapidarying equipment. And then he had a bunch of nuggets from her that she got as a child. So where you're able to go ahead and take the two pieces of the stone and then the nuggets and create this very like almost dragon claw inspired, because she kind of wanted it to look like a dragon was like holding up her stone for her
Yeah.
engagement ring.
Yeah.
Encrusted it in nuggets, did an inlay around the band with nuggets that she also got as a child, and then his center stone that he found as a child.
Oh wow.
And so that was like deeply personal to me, not just because they are friends of mine, but
Right.
because of the intention, like
Aw.
hearing that intention behind my customers when they want to make something for their partner, their mother, their friend,
wow.
their sister, their father, anybody like that.
Yeah.
It's impossible like to remove emotion from it when you have that. And then we also did his wedding ring this last November and took nuggets from her family's claim and did it like we were able to like melt some of them down, and then take some jewelry from his family member, like one of his dear family members, melt it down and do a full casting out of wax and create his wedding band for him. And that was like just so beautiful, getting to like see his vision completely come to life, that he'd like scribbled on a napkin, actually hear it hoodoo for me.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Fairbanks.
Yeah.
Nice story.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the unique challenges to running a jewelry business in Ester?
So Ester itself, I wouldn't necessarily has a ton of challenge aside from like weather, which is Fairbanks.
Yeah.
You know, when like houses freeze or something like that, or studio freezes up, or it floods in the spring. But actually running the business in Ester, I wouldn't say is complicated. But in the larger picture, running a business in the state of Alaska is very difficult from the supply chain standpoint.
Yes, it is.
And then especially being a jeweler, getting stuff
Yeah.
up here, there's a lot of companies that don't ship to Alaska.
Yes.
Especially in the jeweling world. So
Yeah.
a lot of my larger equipment I've had to get shipped to Seattle. Fortunately, I have family down there. Both my husband and I have family down there, so we can get it shipped to their house. But then I'm having to drive the Alcan down,
What?
pick up my stuff, and then turn around and drive the Alcan back up to get it up here. Or I'm having to get it on an Alaska Airlines plane
Oh.
and get it shipped up, which it is cheaper to just do.
Oh,
drive,
no,
honestly.
wait.
Yeah.
We need to talk.
Yeah. Gold
Yeah.
Street. You got
Well,
some of
no.
that?
Why can't you
Carlisle.
just send it?
Carlisle.
Too expensive.
No, Carlisle. No, trust me,
Really?
Carlisle is your friend because Carlisle has got.
Some of it they won't touch though, because I tried getting them to do my lapidary and they wouldn't ship it up to me.
Carlisle, my connect.
Nope, wouldn't do it. I don't know why.
Huh.
Yep.
Man. Okay, so I will tell you this though. So I've had that issue before, and but Carlisle, $45, $48, and
Wow.
so up to 70 pounds, I believe.
Yep.
And but because a lot of places say they don't ship to Alaska.
Yep.
A lot of places say they don't ship to PO boxes, but
Yep. Also that issue.
but see, here's my thing though. I'm like, yes, you do, because guess what? I live on Chino Hot Springs Road, and if it's too big for the mailbox, guess where I got to go to pick it up? To the PO box. So yes, you do ship to PO boxes. Anyways, that's another podcast right there. But but let me tell y'all, you do ship to PO boxes, and you can ship to Alaska if you want to.
And
If they wanted to, is the real issue.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, that's like the predominant problem that I've found is like the shipping and
Yeah.
sourcing of material and stuff there. And it's obviously going to cost a lot more just because there's a couple companies I do source with for material that they have a different premium that they put on top of it, not just on top of the shipping. So,
Yeah. I got a funny story about shipping to Alaska, but I don't know if we got time. Well, okay, so I'll try to. I'll try to abbreviate. Okay, so a company that I do business with, distributor, they merged with another company, S&S Activewear, right?
Yeah.
So S&F Activewear, so the reason I never used them was because they only offer UPS for FedEx, right? And so they don't offer USPS, right?
Yep.
So, but they do offer Flex Ship, and Flex Ship is a lower 48 thing. If you get your item shipped to a FedEx store, the shipping is free or like $9, right? So when the company first merged to S&S was doing the Flex Ship to Alaska and Hawaii. And so I was getting $200 FedEx shipping boxes for like $9.99, but I just had to go down to the FedEx store on 3rd Street to pick them up, right? And so I'm like, I wasn't questioning nothing, but after about 5 months, they finally caught on. And so one day I went to do the Flex Express, and it was the regular FedEx price. And I was like, and so I called, I'm like, hey, why isn't it $9 no more? I'm sorry, Mr. Morgan, but we messed up. And we were shipping to Hawaii for $9 too.
wow.
It was great. It was great.
That would have been so nice, I bet.
Yeah. It was a good run. It was a good run. But anyways, go ahead, Madam Mayor.
How do you balance being an artist with being a business owner?
Ooh. I try my hardest. That's how. I think it's like when you own a business, right? It's really hard to balance like personal time as well. Of when you also are creative and an artist, like that's always at the forefront of my brain of like kind of what I'm doing. Like I'm always thinking of like my next design, the next event I'm wanting to do, the next release. So the art and the business are kind of merged together in a lot of ways. I've been trying to do a lot better in the last year about trying to not just see it so much as a business, because that is something you do end up running into when you do this as a full-time artist.
Yeah.
You're also a full-time business person.
Sure.
So then you start to slowly burn out. You lose a little bit of the love of what you're doing. And I had that really, really, really severely in 2023 and 2024. And coming into 2025, I was like, okay, I am doing monthly releases that I am making strictly just for myself. And if nothing sells, I don't care, because I get to have beautiful pieces now, or I have friends that will get to have beautiful pieces.
Right.
And that's kind of what's really, really helped me the most, I would say, is just making things that like I genuinely deeply love, and pulling away from that view of like, this has to sell. Like I have to, put my money in my savings. I have to be able to make rent. I have to do whatever, X, Y, Z. It's now like I'm making this for me, and I've actually had an insane pop and business growth because of that, because I think it does directly translate that love.
Right.
So I'm trying. It's a daily work in progress.
Yeah. So as a small business owner, so I will tell you, so there are times when, look, I just want to make t-shirts. I just want to laser engrave. Like I just want to just UV print, but all the business aspect of it, sometimes it just kind of sort of disenchants you, know.
Yes.
But it's like you got to motivate yourself to keep and to put time aside. So it's a balancing act, right?
Oh, every single
And
day,
so
yeah.
you have to figure out, okay, I need to keep my record straight, but I also need to make these t-shirts. Okay, I need to go ahead and get this shipping issue taken care of, but I need to UV print something over here too. So it's like, I need to go to a Chamber of Commerce meeting too. So
Yeah.
so there's a balancing act, right? But so I feel you when you said that. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's hard.
so I totally understand that.
Yeah, especially when you're solo working too.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah,
it a
yeah.
lot more difficult. Like I have had the privilege in the
Yeah.
past of having apprentices, and that kind of made it a little bit easier to create that balance and keep
Mhm.
that balance.
Yep.
But in a weird way, then you're getting rid of a part of your business, which is kind of part
Yeah.
of your soul.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I prefer it definitely
Yeah.
being a solo
Yeah.
operation.
Yeah, I do too, but it does. I mean, it could be a blessing and a curse. Too.
Yes, 1,000%.
So, but on that note, we're gonna do this right here. So, we can be found, of course. If you're watching this, we're on YouTube TV. But if you want to listen on your way to work, you can find us on your usuals suspects. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple. We're on Amazon. We are on, all the other audio podcast places as well as YouTube TV. We're also on Facebook. Look up 36 the podcast or 36 the podcast and you will find us, right? Madam Mayor, where can we find you in the social media world if we want to look up what the mayor of Fairbanks and the city of Fairbanks is doing?
Yeah. Mostly we're on Facebook. We have Facebook channels for the city of Fairbanks. I have my own personal Mayor Mindy Facebook channel. And that's really, and then our website.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, which is
TikTok too. I love your TikTok channel.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
saying.
So you do TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay, so I did.
Okay.
I had a wonderful team during my campaign doing TikTok.
Yeah.
They crushed it. Truly.
They totally crushed it.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten that back running yet since I've been on mayor. So
Okay.
I need to.
It was pretty
because
iconic.
I really
Yeah.
need to because people really loved it. It's a
Yep.
great way to stay in touch with
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Lila,
Yes.
where can we find you in the Barren Co?
You can find me online at my website at thebarrenco.com. You
Okay.
can find me on Instagram at The Barren Co. You can find me on Facebook at The Barren Co.
Gotcha.
Or on TikTok at Lilah Williams.
Got you. Okay, so what we're going to do is in the descriptions, we're actually going to add those links that she just stated. We're going to add Mayor Mindy O'Neill's links as well, so you can check her out. And, well, of course, you know where to find us, but I'll probably shoot our ads in there or like add our ads in there too as well. But on that note, many people might not realize how technical jewelry is, right? Or making it is. What tools or techniques are essential in your daily work?
I would say every single day is a little bit different.
Okay.
So it is hyper technical work for sure. I always applaud self-taught jewelers. I am forever amazed by them, truly.
Got you.
It's a very intimidating career to go into. I would imagine being self-taught. Like I do have a degree in it, like by the grace of God, truly. My favorite tools are either like my lapidary for cutting stones, cabochoning stones, or like faceting stuff, like for stonework too.
Mm-hmm.
The OG is 1,000% my Smith Little Torch. I adore my Smith Little Torch. It is like, I don't know.
What is that?
It's a oxyacetylene torch. That's what I run. You can run it on different types of gas too. I just like oxyacetylene. I like the way it burns more. But it's this little jeweler's torch. It's like yay big, has hoses, and it connects to my 2 tanks, and I get it ripping, and I'm able to solder with it and do all my work with it and stuff. And
Okay.
it's like the Cadillac of torches. I absolutely adore that thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is this in some way related to ice carving? Like are you guys kind of sort of in the same realm where you start off with like a block of something and then it becomes something?
You know, I don't know if I would have ever drawn that analogy, but kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can take like a chunk of jade. Like my husband and I went out to McCarthy last summer
Yep.
and ended up stumbling on a ton of jade out like near Copper Center area.
Oh, really? And,
Yeah.
And you guys get to keep it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's on the ground. I pick it up as mine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I like rocks. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
I
All
love
right.
rocks.
Okay.
But yeah, I was able to take that back to my studio, get it a little bit cleaned up, and fully cut it out and then cab it out from there. And so I had this last year, I think it was like 17 pieces that came out that all had that jade from Copper Center. Yeah, so I mean, in that sense, it is literally taking a chunk of rock and then turning it into pieces. It's kind of like the same, I guess, with like sheet metal too. Of like you take refined or like scrapped silver for me. So like I have silver just literally sitting in bags. I need a better organization. I don't know. I'm lazy on that one.
Yeah.
And then I can just melt it down and then run it through my rolling mill, and I end up getting sheets from it. So, and that's that recycled silver I was talking about earlier too.
Yeah.
How industrial.
Huh.
Girl, you gotta be in this economy.
Oh,
All right. All right.
I love it.
Yeah.
So neat.
Files?
Yeah.
It's on you, man.
I mean, I was going for wondering if you had any files in there. Well, back
Sorry,
when
I
was
can't
still
hear ya.
working on aircraft. We had like the jeweler files.
Oh
that
yeah.
we used for like the fancy stuff or tiny areas.
So actually, my husband's an A&P, so he's an aircraft mechanic. I had really, really nice jeweler's files that, for the price that they were, should have been incredible. They were terrible. They were absolute trash. And he was like, "Oh, you should try these ones that we use on the planes. They're like $2 a piece. And they're incredible." I know. It's so ridiculous. Yeah.
All right, let's see here. We are okay. So, what advice would you give someone who wants to start a small creative business in Alaska?
I mean, the starters, go for it. It is going to be the most intimidating and challenging thing you're ever going to do, but it's also going to be by far the most rewarding thing you will ever do. It's not. I mean, I can't sugarcoat it and say it's easy, right? Like
Right.
it's not. You quit your 9 to 5 for a 24/7,
Right.
but it is the best decision you'll ever do, truly.
Right. Right.
And it's people will naysay you, especially when you're first getting started. People are like, "Oh, that girl's really doing this." Like,
Yeah.
she thinks she's all hot crap and like starting this business. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Wait 8 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it does change. Truly,
Yeah.
it does. But you have to just be so persistent and resilient throughout it. Continue pushing.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with people who not just like motivate you, but like you look up to. You know,
Right,
like
right.
I never want to be the smartest person at a table
Yeah.
ever, because if I'm at that table, that's the wrong table for me to be at, because I'm not learning anything.
Right. Right.
You know, you have to surround yourself with people that you learn so much from, that push you to grow, and that genuinely love you and have the best interests in mind for you, truly, every single day.
Right.
And when you have that, you got the perfect mix for a long, successful career,
Right.
being self-made.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it seems as though you've learned one of the most valuable lessons, though, and the reason you're still doing this 8 years later is because you are mastering your craft. You have not mastered your craft, but you are mastering your craft, and so that's the most important thing. You know, when you put a product out there in the world, and you expect people to buy it, you know, they want to buy quality. They want to buy something that's meaningful and something that they can look back on for years and years and years. And so, if you have mastered your craft, there's not going to be any reason why people will not come back for more,
Yeah.
or recommend you to their friends, and then they recommend you to their friends. You know, so that's how you know you're doing a good thing.
Yeah.
And so, to say you've been in this for 8 years, you know, it says a lot about how far you've come, and that you are mastering your craft, and you continue to do so.
Yeah, slowly but surely. I mean, I don't think I will ever be a master of my craft, because that shows a lack of willingness to continue to learn.
Exactly.
I mean, the goal is, Lord willing, 10 years from now, I will be able to compete in the World Goldsmith competition.
Mhm.
That's like my dream.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
both of my mentors. My mentor that I had all through college, he's sadly passed away about 3 years ago. He's older, but it's still, you know, I look up to him. He's the whole reason why I became a jeweler, why I got into this was from him. But he was a 7-time world goldsmith. So like, per anything on paper, he is a master. He is
Right.
like I don't know, Obi-Wan Kenobi. or
Right.
whatever, you know, I'm like, I'm not really a Star Wars
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Like, he is that apex
Yeah.
of it.
Well, I'm a
and-
Star Wars person, and so
I'm like,
it's
did
so
I get
I
that right?
felt that, right? I felt that in my soul.
It's true. I mean, like, he is that apex, and he still every single day was like, well, I'm not a master. Like, I still am learning techniques every single day. Like, I learn from my students every day.
Right.
So, yeah.
So who buys more jewelry? Local folks or tourists?
So this might be a spicy question for me. Predominantly locals, but that's also because I choose to market more towards locals. This past summer, I did do a storefront with a very, very dear friend of mine, Northern Whimsy, and we co-did a storefront at Pioneer Park to try and kind of get it out to the tourists. But I think I had a realization that, like, why am I pouring so much more into people that are not part of my community? You know, when, like, the community is the reason why I'm here and why I'm still doing this. And, like, if I love this place so much, like, obviously, like, I want that to translate to people who are not from here, and then they can see that and they can kind of understand what Fairbanks is and what that means to all of us. But it's definitely the locals. And, like, strangely enough, from when I lived in Montana, too, I have a large clientele base still down there. So
I think it's probably pretty neat for somebody who visits Fairbanks or visits Alaska and the interior and has, like, you know, a reaction where, wow, they're just taken by the beauty, or they're taken by the people, or they're taken by the caribou or the animals or things, and they are able to buy some jewelry that really is thoughtfully and intentionally crafted in that way. That's a cool thing.
They're pretty cool. I mean, like, I really enjoy the tourists that, like, come up here, kind of like solo, just to truly experience Alaska, and they come and do local things. They get to know the locals. Because I think you could ask one of us up here, like, we've had a tourist who probably just rented a car, and they're like, what do we do?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, does your rental car allow you to drive out to McCarthy? Does it allow you to drive out to Nebezna? Or can you go towards, like, maybe, I don't know, like Kakona or something like that? Like, clearly that's the area of Alaska I love the most, you know, in that part of the interior. Or, like, can you go up north a little bit and, like, truly see it? Like, we're all down to give recs. It's just kind of, like, that's the tourists that, like, I really, really like to market to, that get it, get Alaska. Or starting to get it, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So has the rise of online sales or social media changed the way you connect with your customers over the last 8 years? I'm pretty sure it has.
Yeah, big time.
Okay.
Social media is something that's, like, an ever-growing thing, right? Like, we're constantly having to watch the algorithms, how to be able to stay relevant on social media. How do I continue to push my stuff out with, like, Google ads or just, like, different ad campaign basis and stuff to stay relevant within that? One hand, I think social media is such an incredible tool and I love it. On the other hand, there is this weird thing that you kind of have to almost create a parasocial relationship with people.
Yeah.
Which I struggle with that deeply, because I'm very much so, like, a one-on-one person.
Right.
Pretty open and, like, down to share with people when I'm face to face and get to know you truly. Because, like, I don't know, like, I want to, like, look at someone and be like, hi, I know you and I love seeing you in public. Yeah. Or, like, obviously parasocial, right? Like, I was like, oh my gosh, obsessed, but so happy, so stoked. But now we're sitting here.
Yeah.
It's kind of that same thing that I have. Like, I love doing markets and events and then seeing the follower count rise from that, because I know that I was able to talk to these people and truly get to know them.
Right.
But it is kind of startling when, like, I've had a couple times in the last year where I'll just, like, wake up, haven't run an ad campaign, haven't done anything on my Instagram, and I'm like, oh my God, I have 500 new followers. Who are these people?
Yeah.
Whoa, what do I do? Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, is everything being portrayed correctly on social media, or is this, like,
No.
right? It's like,
The answer is no.
and it's like trying to be genuine and, like, true to your character, and, like, allow that to, like, permeate, like, throughout your social media. But that's so difficult,
Right.
you know, because it is just an
art
snapshot.
within itself.
Yeah. I've seen incredible growth. The online sales are, like, fabulous. I love it. I'm trying to lean a little bit more into it this coming year.
Yeah.
And just knowing, seeing, like, those trends that are happening, I know that I have to do that. But I am not going to lie, I've definitely had my heels in the ground trying to not do that as much as I can. I've been trying to, like, have it be a lot of in person. But yeah, I've seen it definitely shift a ton.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Do you do, like, the jewelry shows or holiday shows?
Yeah.
Or stuff like
Yep, I do a ton of those. I do a lot of, like different brewery pop-ups, or, like, some of the gallery pop-ups. I do big events, like I do one at State Fairground twice a year that I absolutely love, Alaska Vintage Market. So that's incredible. Yeah. So it's a lot of kind of stuff like that when I have the opportunity, or farmers markets, and, like, First Fridays mostly. So.
Wow. So you've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, dude.
And you still do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. All right. Jeff, go ahead, sir.
Okay. So, what's a dream project or piece that you've always wanted to make but haven't yet?
I have one for myself that I would really, really like to get done this year. That I've had in my mind probably for, I don't know, the last 4 years, basically since I met my husband. That I want to do with like a full redesign on my engagement set. I love the ring he got me. It's so beautiful. It's emerald. I'm not down to break it. I've already broken the emerald 3 times and had to replace it 3 times. So I'm trying to do right now a marquee cut, highly, highly included. I know I said I don't like diamonds, but it's a diamond because I break crap. Highly included diamond, preferably like either super deep yellow or super deep gray color, or if I can find it, a party sapphire set in like what is meant to look like a dripping honey kind of molten gold setting. So kind of think like very organic shape, and then do some little star sets and hand engrave. Like my current wedding set has stars all over it. So I'm fascinated with constellations and stuff. It's hard not to be when you live up here with our winters.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, kind of that piece. Or I would really, really love to do a necklace that's got kyanites that are all rose cut, super misshapen, very funky, free flowing. Like I haven't seen another artist do something like that. I'm sure there probably is someone because there's no original idea, right? But something that's done like that, that's just like a little bit like Liberace, a little bit over the top, kind of gaudy, but still like tasteful.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Kind of like my personality.
Yeah.
Finally, since this is 36 the podcast, what drink would you choose to sip while creating your next masterpiece?
Well, in my dream world, definitely a hoodoo IPA. However, because I work with fire and really sharp objects with hammers, I'm going to have to say an iced Americano for Mocha Dan's.
Nice.
Okay. Mocha Dan. Shout out
I
to
love
Mocha
Mocha
Dan.
Dan.
You
Boom.
can think
Love
about
it.
it like when you're like doing your envisioning.
Yeah, my envisioning would truly be like
With
the
an
hoodoo IPA.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, on a hot day. Yeah, windows
Love it.
open in studio. Love it.
Boom.
What kind of
Yeah.
music's playing?
Ooh, this might throw people for a loop, but probably Grandson. I don't know, like some heavy, like hard rock or metal
Okay. Yes.
that are like very, very deep, like scratchy rhythm. I don't know, kind of EDM vibes.
Love
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Okay. You're very
yeah.
you have
Out there.
lots of character.
I am in Fairbanks.
Yes. I tell you, well, it has been a pleasure. Are there any segues before we say goodbye to Lilah? Any segues?
What do you mean?
Like any extra questions you want to ask?
Any extra questions?
Yeah.
Segues. Do you live in Ester?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm like, if you go up the Eagle and you just keep on going up the hill,
Okay.
just like pretty darn deep. Ester proper.
Yeah.
I adore Ester so much.
It's
It's
so
quirky. It's fun. It's beautiful.
Yes.
The people are down to earth as hell. I don't know if I can say
It's
that.
Yo,
Yeah, they're
look
down to
here.
earth as
We can
hell,
say
you
anything
know?
on
Like,
here.
Truly,
Yeah.
they're wonderful. I love it.
Yeah, I was dropping an F-bomb last episode. Don't worry about
I'm
it.
fighting not doing that.
No,
I'm like, Tilton knows how I normally do.
No.
I'm trying so
no,
hard.
don't fight it. Let it
Like, I
flow.
can't get you demonetized.
Let
I
it
want to
flow.
say that the rules for YouTube
Shit.
is you can't have any cursing in like the first 30 seconds, but after that, it's okay.
Okay.
It's
dang.
all good though.
Missed
But yeah,
opportunities.
okay, so
There you know.
man, so what is your opus? Have you created your opus yet? Like what will
No.
be your opus?
I don't even know if I've allowed myself to dream that far.
Okay.
And I mean, even that phrasing, I don't know if I've allowed myself to yet. Yeah, I mean, I think the opus would be having a studio that, like, my husband and I, like a physical studio that
Okay.
my husband and I have, like, built together, like a cabin that's on our property, like our land, that I can just, like, make whatever the hell I want.
Right.
Like, truly. But I mean, as for a piece, I don't know. I think that every single year my styling changes just a little bit,
Okay.
you know, and I see that happening like throughout the year. It's based on the weather. It's probably based on the mood, based on what's going on in the world, or like our government, our society, like that. It kind of does shift for me.
Okay.
all the time. So I don't know. I mean, I think if I had done that yet, or I had made that yet, what's the point of continuing to push?
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha.
Like, I don't know if I ever truly want to.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then.
Have you ever thought about running for local office?
Oh, I don't know if I'm smart enough for that.
Oh, you're clearly smart enough. Have you seen some of the
I don't know. Yeah, dude. We got one in the White House right now.
Huh.
Yeah, maybe I would. I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know.
Let me know. I'll help you out.
Yeah.
That's one of
Just
my
happy
passions.
that you're here for now.
Awesome.
Some of the people in Congress, it doesn't take much.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
all
yeah.
over.
Governor.
All
Yeah.
over. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, on that note, if there are no further questions, are there any further questions? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Let me see if I can think of something else.
I want to say thank you for having me on too. Like, this has
Yeah.
been so nice. Like, I love it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
really,
yeah.
it's been
Well,
so
no,
nice.
so thank you
Very
for taking
interesting.
time to come out.
Absolutely, anytime. Dude,
Yeah,
truly.
yeah,
It's been
exactly.
fun.
And we'll have you back for a follow-up too.
Love that.
Definitely
Yeah.
back for a follow-up.
Maybe on the hottest day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You might have a lot less perky of a version of me. I live in Fairbanks.
Isn't
The
it funny?
heat kills me.
We're like, it's cold, but we're fine.
Yeah.
No, truly. I'm like, I can layer up as much as I want. 1,000%. I was like, it's kind of getting hot in here. I was cold earlier, and I'm like, maybe I'm going to go stand outside for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
At minus
Yeah,
42.
yeah. Hoodoo has a way to warm your soul.
It does.
Yeah,
1,000%.
yeah.
And it's not just
No, exactly. It's the friends and conversation.
Yeah.
You know, the camaraderie.
it's true.
Yeah. So you meet a lot of good people that pass through these doors and sit at this
Yeah.
table, and just share their stories with you.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I like about Hoodoo.
Yeah, it's true.
So, and you've added to that. So, thank you once again. All right. Well, Fairbanks, North Star Borough, thank you guys for joining us for another episode of 36 to Podcast. My name is Tilden,
I'm Jeff.
I'm Mindy.
I'm Lilah.
and this was 36 to Podcast, and we
It's
are
36,
out.
the podcast.
Peace.
Podcast 36.